Your carry-on has been on a dozen flights, but today it gets rejected by a plastic box at the gate. If you are a senior traveler, that is not just annoying. It is the moment you get stuck standing there, repacking in public, while boarding keeps moving. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ for more essential travel intelligence that keeps you one step ahead of the gate agents. In this video, Travion IQ is walking you through the new carry-on reality for 2026, senior style, so your bag passes the frame, you skip the surprise weigh-ins, and you keep your essentials within reach instead of playing a frantic game of "where did my stuff go?" at the podium. You know what has changed in 2026. It is not necessarily your bag, it is the gate itself. The suitcase you have trusted for years looks perfect in your hallway, then it fails the second it hits the metal frame. You have flown with it a dozen times, but that history does not help you anymore because enforcement has reached a new level of precision. If you are a senior traveler, rolling a suitcase is still the smartest move to save your shoulders and wrists. However, rollers are the first bags pulled when they do not fit cleanly. Most U.S. airlines are strictly judging carry-ons at 22 by 14 by 9 inches, and they absolutely count the wheels and the handle. If your suitcase basically fits, or you have stuffed the front pocket until it is bulging, you are relying on luck, and luck is not a professional boarding strategy. This hits harder as we get older because a gate check turns into a high-stress scramble to pull out meds and batteries while people are breathing down your neck. Measure the outside of the suitcase exactly how the airport does, wheels to handle, including bulging pockets. If you have to fight the expansion zipper, you have already lost. That 1 extra inch is the inch the frame refuses. Next is the part that surprises people even when the bag fits: carry-on weight. For years, these limits were ignored, but in 2026, more airlines are treating the scale like a mandatory checkpoint. This is especially true on non-US carriers in Asia and Europe. The statistics show that nearly 60% of international budget carriers now enforce a weight limit of 7 to 10 kilos, which is roughly 15 to 22 pounds. When you consider that an empty hardshell carry-on already weighs about 6 to 8 pounds, you only have about 10 pounds of actual cargo space left. For seniors, being overweight isn't just a fee, it is a physical burden. Bending over a suitcase in a crowded terminal to shift weight is where back injuries happen. At home, aim to be 2 pounds under the limit. If you are over at the gate, move one dense item, like a heavy book or a charger, into your jacket pocket. It is a 10-second fix that saves your budget and your back. Let's talk about that personal item you have been carrying like a second suitcase. If you board looking like a walking coat rack, you are a target for gate agents. In 2026, with flights at 95% capacity on average, the personal item must fit fully under the seat in front of you. Stop treating it like extra space and start treating it as your underseat access kit. It should hold your 5 non-negotiables: passport, wallet, phone, charger, and medication. Go soft-sided so it flexes under the seat and keeps your legroom intact. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ so you never miss these organizational strategies. Security in 2026 is a mix of high-tech and old-school hurdles. More airports now use 3D CT scanners, meaning you might not have to pull out your laptop. However, the 3-1-1 liquid rule remains the federal default. For seniors, liquid medications are the exception, but only if you declare them. If you have liquid medicine over 3.4 ounces, do not bury it. Tell the officer before the bag enters the machine. This one sentence prevents a deep dive bag search that can delay you by 20 minutes. Also, remember that spreads count as liquids. That jar of peanut butter you packed for your blood sugar will be confiscated if it's over the limit. Switch to solid bars to avoid the liquid math at the checkpoint. For medical and assistive items, the rules are in your favor if you know the terminology. In the US, a CPAP machine, cane, or walker does not count against your carry-on limit. However, if you stuff that CPAP bag with extra clothes or snacks, the airline can legally reclassify it as a standard carry-on and charge you. Keep medical bags medical only. At security, TSA does not require original prescription bottles, but having a label or a photo on your phone is highly recommended, especially for international travel. If you use a portable oxygen concentrator, ensure your batteries are charged to 150% of the flight time. Otherwise, the captain can legally deny you boarding for safety reasons. Subscribe to my channel Travion IQ for more updates on medical travel rights. The final hurdle is the overhead bin. These bins are no longer a perk, they are a limited resource. Even if your bag fits every rule, you can still lose the bin war if you board late. For seniors, a last-second gate check is physically exhausting. The move here is to stop being modest and ask for extra time boarding. You do not need a medical certificate. A simple "I need a little extra time to stow my bag" is all it takes. This ensures you aren't wrestling a suitcase overhead while 100 people wait behind you. Do not lift a heavy bag just to prove you can. A strained rotator cuff is a terrible way to start a vacation. To summarize the Travion IQ protocol for 2026, measure the wheels, weigh the bag at home with a 2-pound buffer, keep your medication in a soft underseat kit, and declare your medical liquids up front. If you follow these steps, you skip the public repacks and the gate stress that ruins a travel day. If this guide helped you, hit the like button so other senior travelers can find it. Drop a comment below and tell us. What is the one item you refuse to travel without? Is it your meds pouch, a specific snack, or your lucky neck pillow? Stay informed, stay prepared, and I will see you in the next one.